Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome in. I've got timeless messages for the beautiful Aquarian collective. You guys, I'm just going to get right back to it. Man, this is like your enemy area. Is that the enemy thing? Is that what you say? Villain era. Villain era. I'm just getting right after it. You guys, these are timeless readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest on the table. Don't make things fit, guys. Only what's showing up in your sitch. You have definitely made some significant changes, Aquarius. You've been going through a lot of transformational work. I'm hearing a few years. Like, you are really stepping into your divine feminine energy. This is saying highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency has been rejected. I feel like you faced a lot of rejections in the past. Now this, you guys, men and women, however you identify in your physical body, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So I'm not just referring to the woman in a physical sense. I'm referring to the energies. So I feel like you've done a lot of work healing, past relationships, whether that was romantic relationships or any kind of relationships in the past, like codependency kind of issues is what's coming through. So I feel like you're coming into your villain era, the red energy, like the root chakra, number one right here. You're really like rooted in these new beliefs. You're anchoring into new beliefs. The next archetypal image that came through was victim. Like I feel like I'm speaking to a collective that you grew up in those environments where it was always somebody else's fault. There was always like the blame game going on. Like I feel like you grew up around people or you are influenced by people in your life that like always wanted, like, it's okay to give up, it's okay to have other people make the decisions kind of thing, you know what I mean? I feel like it's like a form of self-pity. It's like you didn't have boundaries at one time, but if you learned that, you weren't just born that way, you were born into it, in some semblance, but you've really flipped that around, Aquarius, and I'm really, really proud of you for that. It's saying that you're in a position now where you're preventing yourself from allowing yourself to be victimized. You're no one's victim. You're no one's victim. You're entering into your villain era, baby. When I say villain era, I don't mean that in a negative connotation. I mean that you're standing in your mother effing power. You're standing in your mother effing power. And I feel like you're a cycle breaker. I feel like if you're identifying with this 444 on the clock, your angels are so totally freaking with you. I gotta read this. We're gonna read this in my angel book. One of my resources for angel numbers that I go to, Aquarius. Man, I think this came out for Leo. You are surrounded by 100,000 angels. Miracles are happening before your eyes. If they're not already happening, they're about to unfold because, man, Fawn Spirit is coming out next. Fawn Spirit. Now, when I was reading about this in the book, it was talking about this is like youthful energy. Like you're starting out brand new. You're entering into a new cycle. It's something about being protected over the next year. I feel like there's definitely new financial opportunities coming your way, like a financial recovery. The book was also mentioning something about checking your bank statements and making sure that you've got all your I's and T's dotted and crossed. So if you're experiencing some type of a financial situation that's not really desirable, make sure that you're going back through and checking and that you're not missing out on something or rearranging something. But anyway, this is really giving me this energy of you coming out of a really dark period. Do you know what I mean? You're no one's victim. You're no one's victim, okay? So I like that. Let's go ahead and dive into the tarot, my loves, and find out what other messages want to come through. You guys, if you find any resonance with the reading, drop it in the comments. Let me know how this is showing up for you. Drop 444. Drop 444 in the comments as if this is showing up for you in your life. Let me know how it's presenting. And hey, thanks so much for all the likes and the subscribes, guys, and the follows. Super appreciate it. And hey, if you want to book a private reading with me, booking links, I've only got one booking link and it starts with TidyCal, okay? So you'll find that pinned in the comments of the reading at YouTube, and you'll also find it up in my bio over at TikTok, and we will definitely be doing an extended reading as well on this. I do extendeds on all of my Zodiac readings, and yeah, that link is also in the same places where the booking links are. So anyway, all right, Spirit, what wants to come in for Aquarius? What messages does Spirit have for Aquarius about this Fawn Spirit and victim? No one's victim anymore, baby. Femme fatale. Confidence. You're not codependent, you're interdependent. I feel like you're going to be welcoming in some new relationships too. Evolving through new relationships, healthier relationships. Something to do with your money house, though, too. Thank you, Spirit. 6 of Cups coming in. Wow. Okay, thank you. We've got a bunch of cards here. Give me a second. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Okay. King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Like, that's an 11 energy. Some of you could identify with the master number 11 somewhere in your chart. Justice card on the bottom of the deck. That's usually another 11. That is another 11 in the tarot deck. This deck calls it an 8, but I don't. I call it an 11. It's coming into balance for you. Your justice is coming. Your justice is coming. Things are coming into balance for you. 6 of Cups. It's like, I feel like this is like the past, like you've really healed from something in the past, probably like some type of childhood wounding, inner child work, shadow work, you know, generational healing, ancestral lineage healing. Like you could identify as a cycle breaker, generational cycle breaker. That would be me as well. But there's definitely a level of peace and harmony. Look at this tree. Like you are really rooting in. You are really rooting into a whole new belief structure. Like you've replaced old, limiting, outdated beliefs surrounding like poverty consciousness, victim mindset, like lack and scarcity. You've really rooted in these new beliefs. And when you are really anchored into these new beliefs, Aquarius, you can weather any storm. That tree branch isn't breaking over. You can weather any storm. There's definitely some type of an offer coming in for you, Aquarius. The Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. King be in the house. This is like Taurus energy. This can also be first decan Capricorn energy. There's either some type of a new financial opportunity, investment, career opportunity, job opportunity, something that is definitely really aligned for where you're at right now. It's aligned with your heart. It's aligned with your soul. It's like you're coming into a place of energetic alignment for this opportunity, this offer. It's really going to fulfill you. You know, it's not just about the money. Like you're not in it just for the money anymore. Money is just like a byproduct of doing something that really brings you a lot of happiness and joy. So there could be someone coming in, this King of Pentacles energy, maybe like an older soul. They could be younger, they could have an older soul, but they're really wise and they really handle their money very well. This could also be you stepping into that energy eventually, because it's like you can see the fawn energy right here. You're getting started with this energy, and I feel like this could be some type of a mentor, somebody that's coming into your life. Look at all the sun coming in. Sorry guys. Somebody that's coming into your life that's going to help. Again, I feel like it's a relationship, probably like a professional relationship. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Place it how it belongs in your life, but it's some way that you're going to be evolving. You're going to be fully stepping into a more, you're going to be growing. You're going to be building on this newness. Okay, so I like that. I'm just going to like close this up a little bit because it's really bugging the bejeez out of me here. Hold on. You guys, anyway, I feel like with the Knight of Swords energy, it's like owl spirit showing up. Like you've really gained and acquired a lot of wisdom from the experiences that you've gone through. You've closed out an old cycle, and I feel like in the old way, you used to go really hot and fast, like fast and furious. Like it was like everything that you did was because you felt like you had to do it. You had to keep up. You had to get the bills paid. You had to do it because you thought you had to do it. Everything was based out of a sense of fear of not having enough, or it wasn't going to come back to me. And I just feel like you've really switched that around, Aquarius. So I like that. You're not moving like that anymore. You're operating from a place of like alignment, energetic alignment. You're not chasing anything. This kind of Knight of Wands energy chases. You're not chasing, you're attracting. And like I said, your energy is in alignment, and you really truly are attracting something that is going to be fruitful here. So what other messages, Spirit? What other messages do you have for beautiful Aquarius about this energy? Please and thank you. You don't want to go too fast. I feel like that's part of that cycle closing. It's like if you go too fast, if you go push, I feel like you end up pushing away these opportunities. So don't revert back to the old. The swords pointing downwards mean that the end of a darker period, the end of a more turbulent period is coming to an end. You're entering into a much more peaceful state, much more fun, much more playful, much more childlike, not childish, but childlike. Like you're not taking things so damn seriously anymore. You're really stepping into that desirable trait of Aquarian energy where you're just like, you know, bright and bubbly and positive and optimistic. And you're really looking to make sure that everybody's taken care of, not to your detriment though anymore. Like you're really about all for one or none for all, which I love that. What other messages, Spirit? What other messages? Yeah, ooh, I love that. Thank you, Spirit. It's like, yeah, I was just picking up, I was just hearing things that used to really set off triggers within you. Like you used to react, maybe you were blowing up at them, maybe you would have like a meltdown or a panicky thing, or like, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that hold over you. You recognize it right away when it comes up to the surface and you're just like, nah, that's an old narrative. I'm done with it. Spirit wants you to know, look at that, the 10 of Cups. Like, this is huge. This is a very big awakening, like a heart awakening. Like, you're seeing the bigger picture. You're moving into, you know, really prosperous times, abundant times. I feel like it's the whole package, like new community, new relationships. Again, I just really pick up this energy that your next level of evolving is really coming from how you're interacting with other people. Like, you're going to grow through these other relationships, which I really like for you. There could definitely be romance involved in this with me seeing the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups with this King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be for all of you. Some of you may be learning through a romantic relationship. Others of you may be learning through more of just a really, like it could be a soulmate energy. Like you can have soulmates in any area of your life. Like this person, like in professional, like you're supposed to be doing something together on some level, which I really dig that for you. Yeah, you've processed a lot of past pains and a lot of past like rejections and stuff. And it's like the 3 little birds, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Don't worry about a thing. That's like Bob Marley, you know. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Like, I feel like you're singing that right now. You're singing that. Oh my God, yeah, bottom of the deck. You've really overcome the brutal, brutal pains of the past. Like, you've been through it, Aquarius. You've done all the really deep work. And I feel like moving forward for you, your next chapter is light. Your next chapter is feeling lighter, feeling playful, feeling creative, feeling free. Like you're coming out of your box, and I really freaking love that. Let's get give me another message. What else do you want Aquarius to know about this 10 of Cups, Spirit? Super, super happy for you, Aqua. You guys, we're going to definitely dive into this a lot deeper over at Patreon. I'm going to get more information on this 2 of Cups and this King of Pentacles. Like, what's the sitch with that? Get any other messages from Spirit, of course, whatever else wants to come through. And then we'll pull messages from your angels, okay? Any other messages about this 10 of Cups, Spirit? The rainbows always come after the stormy period. Maybe you're seeing rainbows. Maybe you're seeing rainbows, and that's definitely a sign. I always see that as a sign from Spirit, like a wink, like a cosmic wink. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 3 of Swords. The dark days are over. The dark days are over. This is like giving me death card energy, Scorpio energy. I mean, Pluto is in Aquarius. You know what I mean? You have really been through it. You're transforming. I feel like you're in a transitional state right now, coming in from one world to the next. But essentially, it really looks bright for you, Aqua. And you know, I'm really, really pleased and really, really happy for you. Yeah, Empress energy. There's another tree. It's like you're coming into your abundance era. Taurus and Libra energy, that could be something meaningful in your life. Somewhere you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, but you're coming into your era of overflow. I'm digging that. All right, this is where I'm going to leave it, Aquarius. Mwah, much love to you, my loves, if this is where we leave it. Otherwise, I'll meet you guys over at Patreon.